Good evening.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome back to Desk Pop Shots.
Man,
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Happy Valentine's Day.
right. Yep. I'm glad you said that because between me and you, I did not remember. Um,
Now your wife will know.
nah, she's probably not watching right now. She'll probably join later. Depending on the delay. No,
Yeah,
I mean I hate to say this. I don't consider Valentine's Day a real holiday type deal.
sure.
So, I mean, whatever.
It's good for the restaurant industry.
Yeah, see, and that it has its perks.
Yeah.
Um, and that's probably what we'll do tomorrow is order some sort of takeout and that sort of thing. But wait, oh god, she's fine. She knew what she was getting into. It's not a secret. It's not a real thing to me. It's like a
It's not like Christmas, right?
no. Now, if I didn't acknowledge Christmas, I mean, for one, how
We-
could I avoid it? But
Yeah.
uh, you know, that's one of those things. I don't see Valentine's Day as anything more than a ploy to get people to buy shit. But
Well, that's a lot of these holidays, right?
yeah,
I mean, we got President's Day sale. We got, I don't know, Valentine's Day. Obviously, they have whole industry, jewelry industry, and whatnot to celebrate that.
yeah. And
And
if they did more sales, like gun sales on Valentine's Day, I bet it would be a holiday just by default.
yeah,
But
yeah. And just a lot of these holidays are a reason for a sale, a reason for commerce, right?
well, yeah, and this year it's going to hurt the restaurant industry because we were just talking about it before we came on here. Up it's really cold where you are, but down here
Right.
we're covered. Like San Antonio right now is not. It's starting to lightly sprinkle, but about 45, 50 miles north, northwest, northeast, all the way around San Antonio,
Yeah.
it's solid ice. People can't get out to go to restaurants
Yeah.
right
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna be confined to your house now.
now. Yeah, it's bad, man. I mean, we're gonna be as of right now. I don't remember I think it said like 17 down here, which is that's stupid cold. Let's look. Oh
It
no,
is, especially with humidity. That's
sorry.
crazy cold.
Monday it's going to be 7.
That's crazy cold down there, man, because
Yeah.
of the humidity.
So
It's
26.
not like
Yeah,
it's dry here.
well, and so Saturday's 13 is the low with a 47% chance of precipitation. Monday it's 7 with a 60% chance. And our precipitation is not
Yeah.
beautiful, fluffy snow. It's just
Yeah.
fucking ice. Like, dude, it's bad.
Well, tomorrow our high is finally going back to the positive digits. It's going to be +1 tomorrow.
I mean, I don't,
That's the high.
we live down here to avoid that kind of shit. And this Arctic blast is just, dude,
It's been a long. This has lasted a while. It lasted a whole week here.
it's going to linger.
It's not cool.
No. And it's gonna
On
linger.
Monday it'll be 25 high. So Monday is going to be a dramatic difference for me. It's going to be like hot
And that's
compared to what I've been dealing with. Yeah.
Fuck.
I'll be like in a t-shirt on Monday.
No. I will say, we talked about it briefly, but the guys down here have been messaging me. It's like, okay, we're sorry, right? Like we talked a lot of shit on Texas drivers in winter, but now we see why. And I swear they all say the guys, because we've talked about it, our guys are from Casper, and they all say it's for some reason it's colder down here. Like
It's the humidity.
it has to be, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg, you're working nights and that blows. Working nights here in Casper, that blows.
What? Oh, fuck. I feel like, what's that movie with Liam Neeson where he's shooting the wolves in Alaska?
I've never seen it.
Oh, that's what I picture. He's hunting like some massive wolves or something.
Imagine hunting in this. If you like
I would
set
do
your at -29
yeah,
feel temperature.
If it's that cold, I better be hunting or I'm not outside. Those are the only way I'm outside is hunting. Like, no, it won't be fun. I'm not sleeping out in the bush or anything. But oh yeah, that's what it is, Rob. The gray.
Yeah. That sounds awful. Hunting out in this, it sounds terrible.
Well,
I would not recommend.
You'd have to have some stupid good clothes, right?
Yeah, you got to have like like clothes that you're like preparing to climb Mount Everest.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some serious gear.
Oh man, but yeah, so we'll see. Our grocery stores are empty.
Hmm.
We were sitting yesterday and I told the wife, hey, go ahead and order some stuff in because we won't probably be able to leave. And I mean, don't get me wrong, we
Right.
can leave, but it's not worth it. So I told her, order a bunch of stuff and we'll have it delivered. And she did. And even during the process yesterday, it was kind of hard to get stuff. But it wasn't too bad. Today, apparently, everything's gone. Like everything. There's power
That's
outages
crazy.
happening. Like it's getting bad. I mean, ice weighs down power lines, rips them down. So we've got a lot of people
Sure.
that don't have power. We're good so far, but
That's awful. I mean, you kind of need power for heat, right?
yeah. Now the one good thing I think I figured it out. I was looking at it earlier. Is I have a small electric generator.
Mhm.
We're probably putting in a Generac, a big natural gas one, but our furnace is natural gas. So
Oh, okay.
I think as long as I can get that little generator and get power to the unit,
To the blower, yeah.
we'll be good. But I don't know. Hopefully we don't get that. But I'm telling you, man, ice and power lines they just don't mix. But
Yeah.
we'll see
And
what
this
happens.
this weather's been crazy, man. So I guess it's going from north going down, huh? And you guys are just
Dude,
you're just
to the coast.
crazy. Oh, like and wide too, huh?
Yeah, like all the way Houston, all the way over. I mean, let me look at what it said, but I saw something. So Houston is going to be 12 degrees.
That's probably unheard of. That's
They're
probably record low, huh?
it's got to be close. I mean, they're on the ocean. I mean, it's so Orange Beach, which is where we vacation in Alabama, is going to be 29. That is on the water, on the ocean.
That's insane.
Chain at 0300 midwind. Yeah.
Dude, I don't envy that at all, Daniel.
Daniel, see, anybody that says throwing chain, he worked on a rig a long time ago. You don't
Don't throw a chain anymore?
you don't really throw chain. If you guys want to see something really cool, YouTube it because they throw it and when it wraps and then it pulls out, it's pretty satisfying to watch. It's very impressive because they'll just take this chain and everybody knows how heavy chain is. This is not small chain,
Right.
and they'll chunk it and they'll just whip around and then come back. It's pretty cool to watch.
Whip around the pole, right?
Oh yeah,
The steel pipe.
Yeah, around the pipe. It's really really cool if you want something. Oh god, 1997.
Man.
Yeah, I was 9. Right? Yeah, I was 9. So
I was 20. I'm old.
not as old as Daniel though. So there's that.
There's always going to be someone older.
Oh man, so what's going on today? Trump. Huh?
Well, Trump got acquitted, so he's 2-time back-to-back champion.
MVP.
Yeah. And what else happened? There was a shooting in Vegas in a gun range.
Well,
Do you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
So,
Like
I guess this was Wednesday. Remember Todd, the guy that Cameron DB Todd, the guy that was in his house, topless. He works at this range. So on Wednesday, around noonish, there was a concealed carry course in there, and this dude wandered in, sat on this one student's chair, and started rummaging through his bag, trying to steal a gun or something. And the guy comes in and goes, "What are you doing?" And he's like, and then he tells the class instructor or whatever that this guy is not supposed to be here. He's rummaging through my stuff. So they kicked him out, but he was very kind of belligerent, I think, according to the story. He wasn't very nice to everyone or the staff.
Right.
So they took him outside, and then called the police. Police show up. Police try to grab this female officer tried to grab this guy's arm, and the guy like resisted. And we can play the video here in a little bit. Yeah. The guy resisted and pulled out a screwdriver and started stabbing the cop. So the people that worked there, I think it's the people that worked there, and the partner pulled their guns and shot him 14 times.
Active training. That is one way to pass a concealed carry course right there. That's the proven method. Holy
let
shit.
Let me see if I can pull up the video here. And
yeah, how's the cop? Anybody know?
I'm not too sure. There was a live leak. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, maybe I saw this happened in a parking lot. I saw a clip of it, but I didn't realize that it was all connected.
Yeah, let me share a screen here with everyone here, so they know what we're talking about. There we go.
Times.
I thought it was 14. Anyway, they plugged him. They shot him full of holes a few times.
I don't think he would have noticed the last 3. I think he was probably
yeah. He deserved it, right?
Man.
Okay, I'm gonna share the video, and right there. So this guy right here is rummaging through the guy's stuff. The guy in the yellow and black jacket. So let's do this.
He just walks into a class and it's just like, I'm going to go through your shit. I love how he raises his hand. That would not be my first instinct, but I appreciate
This here is the actual video, surveillance video from the business, in which the shows the officer's arrival and the actual OIS.
So the guy's going to be on the bottom middle of the screen.
And he's standing down here
at
the lower
bottom left,
portion
sorry.
of the screen.
Bottom left. And he's going to come up to the
he's
middle.
In the shadows right there. Yep, there he is. At least he's in the crosswalk. Oh, never mind. Oh, fuck.
And look at all these people just converge on this guy.
Oh, he got her. Oh, God. Right in the neck, in the back.
Boom, everyone draws.
That is the worst day. And the poor dude's pickup that's sitting there in the handicap is dusted. So, does Marvin survive that?
No, he's dead.
Yeah, good. I mean,
there we go.
It's
insane, huh?
My mind goes, why? First of all, okay.
It's ballsy to go in there, right?
It is. Yeah. Like, if you're going to rob somewhere, why is one classmate's bag at a concealed carry course your target?
Maybe he thought there was a gun in there.
Maybe. I mean, oh, she was released. Okay. So, officer's good, apparently. But, yeah, I mean,
Apparently, he had priors of attempted murder, I think, on police officers before. So this guy was, what, like 27 years old? He's already well known to the police department over there.
You think he put him in?
Nah, I don't know, but he had a death wish. I mean, he was fearless, right?
It seems like a very stupid crime. Like, it just it doesn't seem like you wander into a store. Okay, you're gonna rob a gun store. Why try to rob one individual's backpack? Like,
you don't even know if a gun's in there, right?
No, and even if it is, it's like, okay, you're gonna get a $600 gun, and that's it. Like, whatever. I guess it didn't work.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that again.
No, he's not gonna do much.
Yeah.
We don't. That's true.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Greg knows a little bit more about this stuff.
Somebody said, where'd it go? That was the first officer-involved shooting of 2021.
We made it to the middle of February.
Made it a month and a half. I feel like that's solid in today's date.
Right? Yeah. In Vegas, that's great.
Pretty good.
Yes. So, yeah, there was that. What else happened today that I saw? I can't remember, but it'll probably come back to me a little bit. Jacob, this happened in Las Vegas.
Yeah, which is in itself like the wrong place to do it, right?
Right. And Todd, I wonder if Todd was there when this all happened on Wednesday.
Jesus. Man. Well, I guess good news for the cop.
Yeah. Yeah, good news for the good guys, right?
Good news for everybody else. Yeah. Bad for the perp.
Well, he had it coming. I mean, I think we're all better off without him.
Better than taking up a jail cell.
That, yeah.
Was
Todd
there?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering, if he was actually there working or what.
He was watching him and then went to lunch.
Very. Yeah, it was noon, right? It was 11:59.
Seems very city official of him. Just like, oh yeah, that seems suspicious.
It's noon. Clock out. I need lunch.
It's my lunch break, guys.
That's funny. I bet you he came back after lunch. He was like, "Whoa, what happened here?"
Everyone in the video had a shirt on.
Huh. Oh, so Todd wasn't there because usually he's shirtless.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Josh.
Yeah.
Just wasn't ready for that one today.
So Todd said he was there, just stepped out for lunch, but babysat the shit stain before leaving for lunch. So I guess he had to watch him a little bit.
So, okay. Now, I'm going to say something that's going to be extremely controversial. So what else is new?
Sure.
Let's say a belligerent individual, because I would imagine that this guy did not walk in there just like, hey, guys, can I see this nice Glock 19 or whatever? He probably walked in, acting very suspicious, right?
Yeah.
Why? At what point didn't they throw him out? Why wouldn't you just throw him out of the store? Ask him politely to leave, right? And I'm not speaking to the gun store or anybody else. I'm not speaking to Todd, anybody, completely unrelated. But from where I'm sitting, the reason they didn't was probably because he was black. And I hate to say that, but nowadays you can't. If some dingy ass white dude walked in there, just like,
you'd be like, get the hell out of here, right?
Exactly right. They would have said, get the fuck out of our store, dude. Like, if you're not here to buy something, just leave. And they would have probably shoved him out of the door. But there's this reversal going on now where we have to worry about what happens, whether a black guy threw out a black. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be a problem. But now this dude is dead. And I'm curious to see if he had any sort of like mental instabilities, because that just doesn't. None of that video adds up to me. I mean,
he just
criminals are smart usually.
I mean, this was pretty dumb what he did.
It doesn't make sense to me. There's something that doesn't add up. Criminals inherently are not stupid. They're usually pretty smart. That's why they're they can figure out how to get away with stuff. But there's always the chance. No, not yet. But I don't know. I don't know. I hate that Todd had to babysit. I hate that everybody else had to watch this individual and pretend like there wasn't something shady going on, because I probably would have been like, bro, either you buy or you leave. Like,
I don't know how I would have handled that. That would have been pretty awkward.
Oh, I would have thrown the fucking COVID card. Hey, dude, sorry, due to COVID, we have to limit our, people in here. You have 10 minutes to be in here. If you're not going to make a purchase, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I mean, that's a good reason. Yeah,
that's about it. That'd be my. I wouldn't have walked up and been like, "Yo, bitch, get the fuck out my store" or anything. But,
yeah.
But anyway, well, that's depressing. I'm glad the cop's okay. I hate that somebody else died, but they earned it. So,
I mean, they wanted that trophy, right? You got it.
Yep. So going back to Trump, all right. So he has technically been impeached twice.
Right.
And he has not been convicted either time.
Right. Twice. Yep.
To clear it up, he has been acquitted both times, but he has still been impeached. I don't think people understand that, right? Like
all right.
He was still impeached. It's like being fired from a job, kind of. And then, like, say somebody says, I stole something, right? I get fired, and then the police drop the charges on the case. Criminally, I'm not charged, but I still got fired. Like, that's kind of how I see it, right? Because he's still impeached.
But you have to. I think I'm not 100% on this. Even though you're impeached,
you still have to go through the process of losing.
Right. But you don't lose any rights. You don't lose any future rights as like you would be convicted of impeachment after your impeachment, right?
Fired is a bad example because people are going to see him as not getting fired. So let's say, I'm trying to think of an example here. I was going to say, let's say my wife catches me cheating and I prove to her that I didn't, but we already divorced. The divorce is still there. right?
Right.
Even though I prove my innocence later, it still happened. It just doesn't really change the relationship, if you will. I don't know how else to word it really.
It's hard to put an analogy to this. It's just a weird way to do things.
It's a
right?
ploy. It's all bullshit. I'm not the biggest Trump supporter, dude. I really don't fucking like the guy, but now he can run in 2024.
Yes, he can. And you know what would be wild if he just dumps the Republican Party and becomes like a third party, and just leads this third party into a campaign, and then now a third party is viable.
Dude, if he would put Joe Jorgensen as his running mate, they would win. They would win. That little 1% that she got would push them over the edge, and they would win it.
Probably. That'd be crazy. And I was thinking about this impeachment whole trial, right? This trial was about, the charge was inciting insurrection in the Capitol. So what's the evidence? A tweet? Is that the only evidence?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. A tweet. That's
5 days for one tweet for the one tweet evidence.
Yeah. It's all stupid. It's
cool, man. We wasted 5 days of taxpayers' money, right?
Dude, so yeah, I just posted that $7,200 a day is what it costs.
A day, or is it per? Is it a day? Total.
We know we cannot hear you.
Okay, maybe this is better because
better. So it's according to what I've seen, they're dying. Here
you go.
Take mine.
Yeah.
$7,200 a day just for Congress. That's just their paycheck a day. How many weeks has this been happening? Like,
I mean, it's tied up
now
Congress for a while.
Now, let's be honest, they probably wouldn't be doing anything better. And number two, they're getting paid regardless. But it's just I just feel like there should be, I know this is kind of counterproductive, but I feel like if something like this happens to where it's complete bullshit and it gets acquitted, I don't think a full investigation should be launched on the other party. But I think there should be like look, if you do something really stupid and tie up our court system, you have to pay that back in some way. Like,
so there's like, so in the court rules, if you bring a frivolous lawsuit, you have to pay for have to pay for other people's attorney's fees and everyone else's time, right?
Yes,
because you're being stupid and you brought this case up. That should happen here.
But how do you define a frivolous lawsuit when
exactly
they do have a tweet that if you read it through your butthole, it does kind of sound like he could have been inciting something.
Dude, it's such a warped sense of understanding.
You have to do it like this.
Right.
I get it. But by definition, if somebody can interpret it that way, it's not technically frivolous. I still think if you lose, Congress should have to pay for this in some way. Like, front us a little bit. Anyway, I don't know.
It's crazy.
I'm happy for him. I mean, he probably knew this was going to happen. And what's kind of fucked up, as again, not a Trump supporter. I think he was the lesser of two evils. I think there's better options. But all this has done is fueled the fucking fire of the Trump supporters on my Facebook feed.
Yeah.
For the last few weeks, I've not heard anything about, just wait, the presidency's not over. He didn't really win. All the conspiracy theorists are back now. Like that. Like, Biden's going to end up stepping down and Trump really still won and more voter fraud. Like, it's all firing back up, and it just, get over it.
So the media is calling the Republican senators that voted against conviction cowards, huh? Well,
could be worse. You could be a Democrat.
I mean, I see the people that voted for a conviction that are Republican are traitors, I think, because it's insane. Okay,
so you bring up an extremely valid point. Let me ask you this. If if all of this was occurring right now, throw out social media, because mind you, if social media didn't exist, this wouldn't be occurring. But
no, Trump might be president still.
He probably would. But let's say
Trump might never have been president.
we're back in fucking 1774, right?
Yeah.
And this sort of thing goes down.
Yeah.
Where a guy stands on stage and says the same tweets or whatever, and then everybody just storms the Capitol. Then this whole thing goes through, the process happens, all that.
Yeah.
At what point does the straw break the camel's back and the people finally say, okay, you know what? Fuck this. We're going to end this, right? I mean, there's no way it would have gone on this long. I don't think.
I mean, didn't it take a while for the original colonists here to fight back?
Yeah. It took, I don't remember exactly how long. It took a long time. But we have had this sort of taste in our mouths, if you will, since Bush left office.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And he was kind of controversial then, but most of the right felt safe. Clinton banned stuff, but again, I mean, you could keep going back to the first time things started to get banned.
Yeah.
I just think everybody is now, it's the same thing with the shooting thing that we just discussed. It's just most right-winged individuals are afraid to be that, right?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to see like shit just get burned down, but at some point it'd be nice if somebody,
yeah,
they won't. And I know that's a joke, but that's actually a really good point. Is I've seen a lot of memes about it, and while I don't take memes as truth, they do have a point when they say they keep feeding us money to just keep us passive.
Right. Yeah.
That's the goal.
Dude, speaking of Biden, did you see the Florida governor tell off Biden? You didn't see this?
Where he calls him a slut or something, right?
No, tell him to go fuck himself.
Oh, I did see that. Okay, I saw something about that. Did you see the one where the old guy said, I want it on the record that I did not call, it was Bernie. I did not call Bernie an incompetent slut, and he said it on the floor. Like recording it. But
that's funny.
I wonder if we could find the one you're talking about. What was it again?
The Florida governor. So what happened was Biden, they were talking, and I think the Florida governor said that how much money is this are you going to make before you, I guess, open up the country again and not keep us on in quarantine and whatnot. And he's like, you will address me as Mr. President or President Biden. And then he told President Biden to fuck himself and hung up on him. That was incredible.
So what did he refer to him as? Joe or something? Like,
I don't know, but what's the governor's name? It starts with a D. DeGrassi, right? No,
I think that's a Nickelodeon show, but sure, or one of them. So banning travel for Floridians. Okay, let's be honest.
DeSantis, sorry.
D something. So I just Googled it and it said no, the Florida governor did not tell Joe Biden to fuck off, but I can't really, I don't want to keep digging. But I mean, technically, he is the president. So he probably should, if he called him like, hey, bro, I probably would have said the same thing. Let's find it. DeSantis.
Oh, too bad. I thought that was real.
No, I think it's fake, dude. I think it's a clip. Now, you know what is real? Watch this. Let me share this video. Let me find it.
Dang it! I wanted that to be real. That would have been like, I kind of chuckled when I read that. Too bad.
Okay. Let's see if this is it real quick. This one made me laugh, and I don't know if it's real either. I don't really care. It's so funny that let's see. Let me share my screen with you guys. See if you guys can see this. I don't usually share mine, so usually it's you guys. Wait.
But okay, so he probably didn't. He was probably cordial.
Hold on. Okay. So let's see. Can you see this?
You call Senator.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Sanders everything but an ignorant slut.
That is not true.
And when you call Senator Sanders everything but an ignorant slut.
That is not true.
And I don't remember the context of it that I saw it originally, but it was.
That's funny.
It was just imagining just this old dude just sit back and even just to say that on the floor. Like, I wouldn't say that at a board meeting at my company. Like,
Right.
But anyway, so again, the media fucks us both. It's all right.
That's funny.
Source of super suspect. Oh, they're talking.
All right, so I guess it's not true. So never mind. I guess I was pretty excited.
We're just here to spread misinformation, so you guys can all go fuck yourselves. And
right, because we're a good source of news, right?
I mean, you're probably better off taking your news from memes, to be honest with you.
Right, than us, yeah.
It's probably more believable. I will say lately the memes have stopped or died down. At least I have not found near as many good memes. And
it's unfortunate. The memes industry is suffering from Biden.
Yeah, it's because all he's doing is you can only make so many memes about signing executive orders. Like, the dude has literally made a clusterfuck. As far as our border, dude, it's about to get fucking spicy down there.
Oh yeah,
it's there. He's letting in like 25,000 of the caravanning immigrants.
Now,
everybody needs to remember one thing. When we say immigrants, everybody goes, "Oh fuck, you don't like them Mexicans." No, that's not it. Immigration, I don't remember. I don't want to put a percentage on it.
I have to take a call here real quick. You talk.
I'll cover it. Odds are, Lee Ties, there's been a pipe busted or something at one of his places. But so what I was saying is, he's letting in immigrants. Now, I want everybody to remember, I don't say immigrants as it's just Mexicans. That's not the way it is. They're not. Majority of them are not even from fucking South America. There's a lot of them that have flown to South America or taken boat or whatever the carrier, shown up into South America knowing that they could join this caravan and then come across into the U.S. Now, everybody knows, the wall, this and that. I'll tell you guys a little. He better not be Adam. That's all I have to say. Tell you guys a little story. When we used to hunt down in southern Texas, very, very southern, and there was an event where we primarily hunt at night outside of normal deer season, dove season, things like that. We hunt, coyotes, wild hogs, things like that. We were hunting, and there was this big commotion out on the road. Now, using night vision, you can see headlights from ways away, and you could tell something was going on. Well, it turns out there was a vehicle full of immigrants. Now, they weren't even Mexican, so you can take that back real quick. They were running from Border Patrol, smashed through a fence into the property near we were like the other fence line of where we were hunting, dispersed, ran away, and just hid forever. They caught, I think, 2 of them, and all jokes aside, I think there was like 12 or 15 people in that one vehicle, which I know that's a stereotype, but it's fucking true. All right. So the certain agency that we were talking with told us that there's 2 different types of people that cross the border. If you see people carrying very, very lightweight items, just water jugs, a backpack or 2, things like that, and it's a large group, just let them pass. Don't worry about it. Let them pass, give them some food and water, let them into don't try to stop them. It's fine. If you see people with big packs, like massive amounts of packs, 9 times out of 10, they're armed. And I'm not shitting you. They told us shoot them on sight. Like, no bullshit. Shoot on sight. Shoot first, ask questions later. You back?
I am back. Let's see.
Adam said you had a booty call, and I take great offense to that.
No, it's not. Actually, I have it was an emergency where a tenant has no heat in their apartment.
Oh, fuck. That is an emergency up there, huh?
It's an emergency up here, yeah.
So, like down here in Texas, you can't, 9 times out of 10, you can't say that that's an emergency because they won't treat it as such. Just like air conditioner down here, which is weird. But
it's an emergency here because it's minus 9 right now with a real feel of 29, minus 29. So the threat of a frozen pipe and bursting, water going everywhere is a pretty big deal. So, and that would create exponential amount of problems.
You're a resident alien. Welcome to our planet, buddy. We appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
I mean, and did you hear the part of that story?
No, I mean, you were talking about.
So basically, there was a big commotion. South Texas border is notorious for this kind of shit. But anyway, the agency that we worked with told us if we see people carrying stuff that's really light, like a backpack, jugs of water, just let them pass. They'll be in a large group. If we see 3, 4, 5, 6 people with big packs, shoot them on sight.
Whoa.
Like not even warn. Shoot them on sight because they are carrying weapons, and if they come across you, they're going to kill you. Like,
wow,
straight up, shoot them and call us. We'll take care of it. Is what we were told.
So you get to hunt people for free?
I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, free of prosecution.
I think it's more if we're just out and about. I think if we set up like a people hunting team, it would be different. But if we're just out hunting pigs or bobcats or coyotes and we run across 2, 3 people armed with big packs on our property in Texas, I think technically legally you can shoot them anyway.
I mean, how many acres do you have in there?
So the ranch then was 65 or 6,800 acres.
So you can kind of bury them?
I mean, you could, but they said to call them. And the reason they said to call them is probably because their big backpacks are worth $200,000 each. Right.
Of drugs and guns and whatever.
Yeah, that's what it is. Is the guys carrying just backpacks and water? They're just coming through to live a life. They're not trying to hurt anybody. The ones carrying big packs are drugs, and they're always armed. Now, if it's cash, man, he didn't have that big of a backpack. It was kind of big. I don't know where the rest went. I guess he dropped it.
Wow.
But we'll see. So what does this say? The left talks about pathway to citizenship as if it doesn't exist. Now, I will say this. The path to citizenship is not – I agree with you. It's not – it kind of is a problem because it's not – from another country, it's not just, oh, let me send this form in, right? It's not like that. You can't just send an email and start the process. It takes years and years. I mean, which it should be complicated, but it should be a little bit easier if you're coming from a place that we know you're like in a fucked up country, right? I think.
Right. I've done these citizenship things for people here, and the paperwork's kind of long. There's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah.
It's not hard, but it's a lot of paperwork.
It's not
but
hard.
The process is not that quick either. I want to say it's like 6 months.
Yeah.
So, it's a slow process, but if you want it done, you got to do it.
I mean, my dad immigrated here. I mean, legally, that whole side of my family immigrated here.
Yeah, my family, right.
I mean, if you want to get technical, they fucking did it. But they got here, they got jobs, they did the whole thing, which, again, people are going to go, oh my God, they're talking shit on Mexicans. We're not. I'm not Mexican. Lee Ty's not Mexican. There's 2 immigrants families sitting right here saying, like, there's a big melting pot of people coming in through this caravan. And a lot of them are from countries that we are literally at war with and have been for decades. So it took me 3 years to get my green card after. Hey, Christian, you can marry me. It's 2021, dude.
It wasn't that expensive. It wasn't super expensive, if I remember right.
I don't think it's the expense part of it. It ain't cheap. What does that mean? What does it cost? $2,000? $3,000?
I mean,
hold on.
It was a little over $1,000, I think, if I remember right, with all the paperwork.
If this is the guy I'm thinking of, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think expensive is the problem. Right? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
So fuck off, Christian. Marry me. I'll take half your stuff.
Kyle needs more guns.
My buddy married a girl from 50 miles away in Canada. Took years. Okay. Well, I agree with that. Fuck Canada. Right? they don't want to come here anyway. Oh my god.
Oh, Christian used a lawyer, so it was a lot easier.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You'll still marry him though.
Sure. I'll marry him for less than $1,000.
Yeah.
Immigration lawyers are worse than ambulance chasers. Maybe that's what you need to do, man. Start that up.
Dude, it's so easy. It's just
but just don't be a piece of shit and you'd make millions. Like
I think it would be easy in the fact that the paperwork's gonna be almost the same.
Yeah,
you do it day in and day out.
Yeah.
That would be the easy part. And just the waiting time. I guess that's it.
Well, and here, there's there's a business plan here, dude. Right?
Yeah.
You're an attorney or a lawyer, and you're like, hey, I'm going to do your immigration paperwork. While you do that, you're going to live in this property, and you're going to pay X amount a month. So it's like you can wrap two businesses together.
Yeah, I probably could.
Make the government pay it.
So the problem is we don't get a lot of immigrants here. It's cold.
True. It's kind of hard to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's probably not a likely place where people want to stick around.
Yeah, because shipping, you get a bus full of immigrants. To get them all the way to Wyoming would be in itself probably more expensive than just set up shop in like Arizona or something.
Right. You would just cross the border and go to the first major city and just blend in there. Yeah, which they do. You don't want to come up here.
No, because
immigrants generally don't want to come here.
No, I stand out up there, and everybody thinks I'm just a tan white guy. So investing, okay, Tris, it's a joke, not a we get it.
Yeah, we're not super serious here.
Yeah, we're completely kidding. We don't have time for that shit.
Yeah.
All right. So what else is going on in the world? I mean,
I don't know. I haven't been following much.
Dude, I've been staying the fuck off the news. You know what I've been doing recently? For the last, I don't know. It's been quite a while. I looked back at my post to this dog group that I was in.
The stock group?
Dog, like pet dog.
Oh, okay. Not Doge.
No. Fuck them. I mean, I got into that before it was cool. Now it's cool. Whatever. But I made a post. I've wanted a bird dog for pretty much my whole life, like a real one.
Yeah.
Like go get my dove. Go flush
those
my
are
quail.
dogs. Yeah.
You know, real bird dogs. Pheasant's cool, but we don't really have those down here. But I started really looking into it recently, and I spent a lot of time at night today talking to people trying to find one. So that might happen.
You need mountain lion dogs too, then.
Dude, I can't see. It's people say that about hog dogs. I can't do it. I have buddies that run dogs. I respect them, but their dogs get so fucked up. Like,
oh really?
Oh yeah, you have to know how to like stitch up your dogs in the field because
no thanks. Yeah,
they are getting fucked up. Like it's not like a coon dog where you just run them up a tree and what's a raccoon gonna do? Scratch them a couple times, you spray some Neosporin and you're done. But dude, hog dogs, even the guys that wear the Kevlar to here, they get their face, everything gets so fucked up. I can't. Like, man. I'll be sad if the bird dog gets a sticker in its foot. I have to pull it out. So I don't.
Yeah. No, that doesn't sound pleasant. That doesn't sound fun at all.
What's this? What else is going on? Gina Serrano's tweet. Can you pull it up? She got
canceled by Disney Plus.
Can you pull it up while I go pee?
Yeah, I'll pull up. So I don't think she said anything wrong. I think she was just stating facts.
No, she compared things incorrectly in their mind.
Okay, I have it pulled up. Let's read it and see here. Share screen. Let's see. So so Gina said the Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. because history is edited, and most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighborhoods hate them simply for being Jews. How's that any different from hating someone for their political views? I mean, if everything she said is true, then yeah, I think that's not a problematic statement or a problematic tweet. But apparently it was problematic for Disney and a lot of people.
Now, do you remember somebody in the comments, you guys? So, okay, Trish said they attacked her for using the J word. So we're talking Jews, right?
Yeah.
I have a lot of Jewish friends. I grew up with them. Jews is not unless you use it in a derogatory manner, it's not a bad word. Like, it's not.
No.
Saying the Jews have taken this or the Jews, like, that's not a bad thing to say unless you use it in a bad way. It's not like other derogatory statements, which, drop an N bomb or a G bomb, whatever you want to call it. Sure, that's bad no matter how you say it. But
when someone on the left says something like what Gina said, it's completely okay.
It is, and that's what I was going to ask. So, guys, in the comments, dude, when was it? Somebody made the comment. It was a left individual. They made the comment about putting conservatives into camps and treatment.
Yeah.
To convert them to their mentality, which in itself is exactly what the fuck was going on back when the Jews were. I mean, they were killed, and I don't know, dude. But now it sounds like she's not going to hurt for money. I mean,
no, because I think Daily Wire is just going to produce something for them.
Yeah, I mean,
like a movie or something. I don't know.
And you look at Morgan Wallen, right? Is that his name? That's his name, right?
Who's that?
His is a little bit different. I don't want to compare them to each other. Morgan Wallen was caught in a video, and before I say this, I am quoting. He was hammered drunk, and his friend was very, very drunk, apparently did something stupid or fell over, whatever, and he said something along the lines of, "Get that nigga out of here." Right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm quoting him. But he's wrong, right? But his record label dropped him. He wasn't calling a name. I'm not saying it's right. But again, dude, like this.
So my thing is, if you're a celebrity.
Morgan Wallen. Yeah, that's it.
If you care about money and your livelihood, you shouldn't be saying stuff like this. You should just kind of keep quiet. That's my thing. If I was a celebrity, I'd probably do that.
You're right, but in his circle, it's not just. I know he's a country singer, but in his circle, it's obvious this is not a bunch of white kids sitting around. This is a very diverse bag of tricks.
Right.
They apparently all talk to each other that way. And again, I'm not defending him. Right? I'm not saying it's right. I don't use that sort of language in my day-to-day life unless I'm fucking with somebody. Yes, his neighbor reported and shared it. So I have a lot of memes about like, good morning, everybody, except for Morgan Wallen's neighbor and things like that. But there's a lot. There's a huge movement fronted by the Black community saying this guy didn't do anything wrong. Like, I understand why everybody's upset, but he didn't do anything wrong. It's not. What's funny is it's not. Majority of it is not the African American or Black, whatever you want to say, community doing this. It's the fucking left. It's white people sitting around pretending to be offended.
Yeah,
it doesn't even fucking pertain to them. Like,
if we only had the Twisted Tea guy. He would have made everything all right.
God, you know what? In the comments, guys, we're putting this on you. We want you to get the Twisted Tea guy on here. Because now that guy was not saying it in the same way. He deserved every bit. I want to get that guy on here. I'll buy him
a Twisted
cases. Cases of them, man. But dude, you got to remember, and yeah, Paul, that's the best way to put it. Cancel culture. That's what I see that's happening, right? Like, I could Dude, right now I can make a slang term to somebody in the Middle East, and guess what's going to happen? We're going to get attacked. And maybe I should. Maybe that'll put our YouTube views up. Then I'll be like, hey, bitch, my family kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No, I don't want to be targeted by anyone as far as anything.
You want to switch gears?
Social media. Yeah, man. Well, let's talk about gears if you want. Let's see that new 6 scope, man. That looks awesome. That's a FDE one, right? Or Coyote?
I don't know what they call it. It's probably more dark DDC to me. It's definitely anodized. I would assume. It's man, this thing is cool. It's just pretty. The color, and it is true.
It's pretty close, huh?
It's not 1X like, I hate to put it this way because people are going to get so butthurt. It's not 1X like my Razor. But it is, dude, it's very close. It is very, very close. And the color is 10 times better, in my opinion, than the Razor.
So is that the one that was adopted by the military?
Yes. So this is the one that was recently taken on, which everybody's going to go cheapest, better, that sort of thing. But I like it.
That's cool.
I like it a lot. It doesn't have that purple tone to it that the Razor has.
Oh, yeah, the tint, the hue.
Yeah, the hue of purple. It's just fucking brown. And
so that's a 1-6?
A 1-6, yeah. And it's pretty close to true 1. Like, it is.
Does it say Tango 6 on there?
This one does not say Tango 6, but it has the cage code and the deal in the box.
So it's the military one. Okay.
Yeah, the deal in the box says Tango 6. It has the PN and the serial number and the little shit, all the bullshit. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's probably similar weight to the E, right? I would guess. But yeah, I'm impressed with them. But I'm putting one up on Review the Pew tonight.
Just
Shocker.
Put one on a gun, shoot it, and let us know how it goes.
Yep. So one's going up tonight, and then the other one.
I got this knife in from Russia. It's it's custom knife factory. It's a Russian knife. It's hand rubbed titanium here.
Oh no shit. Holy crap.
It's not a cheap knife.
That's a much bigger profile blade than I expected.
But yeah, I don't have too much details on it. M390 blade steel. It's a solid knife. It feels really good. It was limited. There's not too many out there.
Right.
But this I went to from Russia. It's FRKW from Russia with knives. I think FRWK. That's the website. It looks like a Strider, but it's not. It's called the Evolution 2.0. So this is the second generation of knife.
Is the clip on it?
Yeah.
Like, is it black or is it?
No, it's like Damascus sort of.
Okay. So I thought I saw. Oh, we can see it now. Yeah, I can see.
And then this thing here is the same.
The insert. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool knife. I like it. I have another Russian knife that I really like too, and these are solid. And I think without coupon, I had a coupon code for this. These are 800.
Oh no shit. Oh.
Yeah, it does look very similar to a Strider. Actually, I have a Strider right next to me. I can compare.
So when was the Strider made, and when was this bitch made? That's the question.
Strider's a company. Strider's a manufacturer, knife maker, and
I'm not a knife guy. You know what I carry?
So here's my Strider. This is relatively new too. So this is a Strider.
See, no, that Strider's way more sleek. The other blade has a more box Russian style to it, in my opinion.
I mean,
yeah, like it's that.
But it's
front,
sort of similar. I mean, the rear end is very similar.
Dude, the rear end looks like this, kind of. Not quite.
What's that, Riot?
Yeah, I think so.
That's from China, man. They make good knives. Great knife.
I wish you could see the blade on this one is so chipped. This one is so dull. I can do this.
You need to sharpen that.
Dude, I'm not a knife sharpener.
And I got this from a guy I know on Facebook. This Holt haptic.
That thing is. I don't really like a lot of the knives you and TJ like to get into, but that thing I would buy.
It's a let me do it on camera. It's a Holt haptic. It's a pretty sweet knife. The action's probably one of the best actions I've ever felt.
Do we want to know?
The liner lock here, this lock here, usually they're pretty stiff. This is like I barely touch it and it goes in. So it's really, really
that's what she said.
Awesome. Yeah, well.
Yeah. So what does a knife like that run? Because I have no idea.
$768 in the if you buy it directly. But secondary market is a lot more.
So I need a good knife, or I need a good knife sharpener. And when I say knife sharpener, I don't mean one to buy, because
Greg's really into knives here, and he has a Tormek knife sharpener. And he says it's awesome. I need to go over there and try it out.
Hey, so Greg, not this coming week because I won't be able to leave San Antonio, but the next week I'm driving up to Casper. You want to sharpen a brother's knife for me? I'll bring a couple of them up there. How often do you use the blades? Are you talking to me or Lee Tai? Because
I mean,
probably you.
Blades are like guns for me, right? If one gets dull, I just use a different knife. I don't fucking sharpen them.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting, except I'm out of knives now. I have one more that is my H&K, the one that comes with the MR762.
Yeah.
I've never used it. It's with me in the truck, but I've never actually opened it and cut anything with it because I don't think it's worth anything. But
right. So, Ian, I've never had to sharpen a knife. Well, I mean, I've done it with the Spyderco sharpener that I have. I feel like it doesn't make much of a difference. But I just pick up another knife if it's dull.
It's easier because let's be honest, a knife sharpener is like $600-700.
A good one, yeah, a good one.
I know what people are going to say. Well, $600-700 for that versus a new knife is more, but then I get a new knife.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. What else did I get in? I got an RC2 in. Finally, the stamp was approved. Like, dude,
you need a mount though.
So I made that post, and like, it's really flattering. I made that post. And I was like, hey guys, I don't care about condition. I just need an RC2, like just some sort of surefire mount. Don't give a fuck what it is. Don't care what it looks like. That is going on my Cas V. So yeah. Two guys were like, hey, I've got one here. One of them had a pin and weld that they drilled out. I don't give a shit.
No big deal.
Yeah. The other one was like, I just have a new one that's just sitting. It's like, let me pay you guys for them. Nah, don't worry about it. We'll just send them to you. I was like, let me pay shipping. And one of them let me pay shipping. The other was just like, nah, just pay it forward. So I appreciate that. And either tonight or tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. So next week, sometime on Facebook, I'll pay it forward. I'll give something away to somebody. I don't know what
That's
yet.
Awesome.
But I got 2 given to me. And I was like, well, there was 3 or 4 other people that messaged me. And I was like, yeah, I don't need that many. I just need 2 for different ones. But
it's a great can, man. The only thing I don't like about the Surefire can there, sometimes it locks up from the carbon fouling.
Yeah, and the other thing that I don't like is that I didn't realize, and I didn't research this. I just bought one because it was popular. It only shoots 5.56. Like
yeah, it's a 5.56. It's a dedicated 5.56 can.
Yeah, so I'm curious to compare it to the Dead Air just to see. Now, all my Dead Airs have 30 cal caps on them, so it's not.
I do too.
Completely a fair comparison, but I do like the ability to just kind of move that thing around anywhere I want it. But
I have both, and I feel the Dead Air is a lot simpler and a lot more efficient in moving from one gun to another. Because of the ratchet system, it's quick. The one on the
the button,
the RC2, there's like a little thing that you have to pull out, and it's kind of a pain.
Yeah. What's the other thing? Oh, so wait.
Oh,
Dylan,
here I have a dead air can right here.
Yeah, they have a 5.56 can. You just put the 5.56 end cap on it. Like,
yeah.
It's the same thing.
So the reason why I like the dead air, here's my 6.5 Creedmoor Centurion. So the reason why I like dead air is because of the speed, right? You put it in here, and you're done.
Yep.
And then you take it out, you're done. You move it to another gun or whatever, right? With the RC2, you can't go this fast.
Yep. No, you're not, Ross. You're not understanding me. So I don't want to get into the argument of, oh, well, a dedicated 5.56. Okay, so the diameter of the baffles inside is slightly smaller to only take a fucking 5.56, right? I understand what they're saying. That little bit of material might make a slight decibel difference, but I don't think it's enough to fucking matter because I shoot over many type of games heads all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They don't notice the difference in a fucking dead air or Surefire. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
This is where I am starting to get rather irritated with the gun world because let's be honest, most people that are kind of involved in the complaint department, if you will, are shooting paper. Like it kind of feels a little off. Like so let me ask you this. My 6.5 PRC.
Right.
I'm on the fence about it. I don't know if I want to keep it or not. I bought it for an elk hunt last year, which as you know, I didn't draw a tag for.
Right.
Do I keep it? I mean,
do you have any other bigger caliber guns that you can use for hunting?
Yeah, I've got 270s. I've got 8mm Mausers. I've got.
You need it. I mean, if you can,
I don't.
I would sell something right now. If I don't need it, and you can make money on it.
I mean, and that's kind of my point. Is like we're in the point of our lives where I'm like, I'm probably right now. Like no bullshit, not even charging $1 a round for 9mm like everybody else is. Dude, I bet there's $30,000 worth of shit just on the other side of this computer screen. It's Review the Pew stuff. It's not personal. Right. But the Seekins I bought to keep. Like, but once I got it in, I'm like, could you imagine shooting a deer from 150, 200 yards with that thing? Like just a whitetail.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I load these deer are not small rack wise, but as far as body, I can load one in the back of the Ranger by myself. It's not easy.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
You grab the horns, you pick it up, put a ratchet strap around its neck, tie it, and then pick up the body. But
yeah,
I don't know. I would blow something up. I do want to shoot a pig with it first, I think. Just
see how it goes.
Dude, they're beautiful. They're beautiful guns. I mean, Sons of like we've talked about it on here. Sons of Liberty was so impressed with them. I don't know what to do with it, and I'm hoping some.
They were that impressed with the Seekins?
Dude, like mainly the weight. It does not feel like a real gun. It's very weird, and the trigger's good. The bolt is solid. It just overall is just a very good out of the box gun. But
wow.
It's not like that. I mean, I feel like I'd rather buy. I hate to say this, dude. I hate to even admit it. 6.5 Creedmoor has turned into such a bro round,
Right.
But I kind of want one because I feel like that's a really good in between for what I need. Like,
I think it's a good round. I mean, it's really accurate from my shooting of that round. And, I mean, it goes a long distance too. And before the pandemic, it wasn't that expensive.
I know that's the thing. That's what it is the fucking pandemic.
The round wasn't that expensive at all. So I'm gonna hopefully tomorrow I can put some rounds through this and maybe do some chronoing. This is a 14.5 with a pin and welded Knox on here. So
Paul,
goes.
Paul, the back pressures, it's not going to be that much of a difference. Like it's gonna
back pressure is pretty good. It's low.
Yeah, it's gonna be solid because it's going to shoot only a 5.56. Now, if it had the capabilities of doing both, of course it'd be worse. But I've never had an issue. Like I see all these things about gas in the face and stuff.
Yeah,
you need to quit fucking shooting at indoor ranges with all these people next to you. Go outside. Like,
yeah. I
know you use indoor ranges when it's negative fucking 20 degrees, but usually you're outside. I'm outside.
Yeah. 6mm arc.
I'm excited.
It looks cool and all. I'm waiting for. I'm gonna wait on it a little bit. I bought into 22 Nosler right in the beginning, and I was like,
yeah, that fell flat.
It died. It was cool. And then 24 Valk. Was kind of like a 22 Nosler killer, and that accuracy didn't live up to the hype. I didn't buy into that immediately, but I do have one that I've never shot. 224 Valk. So yeah, I'll wait. I'm gonna have other people test it out first before I get into it.
So Vince is not allowed to recommend guns to us ever because Vince pushed. You remember he gave me such a hard time for building that 12.5-inch Grendel.
Yeah,
because Grendel versus 6.8, when you take the Grendel out past 700, it performs better within 7. Right. It's the same gun. You and I finally get those 6.8s.
Yeah.
And now he's all about this fucking art.
The 6.8 shot's pretty damn accurate.
I was impressed. I was impressed with your findings. Like, you saw that target?
Oh shoot! Probably for using an EOTech and shooting that 6.8.
Right, dude. That was your
Natty Green 6.8. I was like, ooh, this was a really good target. Really, really tight group. Here it is. I'll probably just right there.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yards. That's 3 rounds. Awesome. Yeah, 3 rounds. That was pretty awesome.
What's the barrel length again?
8.5.
So it's a baby, but that's one gun I will never get rid of. Sue me if you want. I'm not getting rid of it. Like, shove it up your ass. You can't do anything.
That 6mm arc,
I'll get one
eventually. Yeah.
So from now on, I've decided. I talked to the CMMG guys, and I can't wait for the comments. I know CMMG is not considered the highest of the high, but
I have one right in front of me right now.
Which one? That PCC that you had on earlier? Yeah. Well, so which one is that one? The Banshee or?
Yeah, Banshee. Why don't you tell us your story first?
No, the CMMG guys have come to the ranch. Like, they came down to hunt. It was not the best hunt. It didn't work out exactly how they planned because we just didn't have. It was a very, very dry summer when they decided to drive down, so we didn't really have a lot of pigs to shoot, but they came down. They had a great time. And the first kill with what was their 45 caliber one? The Banshee was a 9mm.
I think all their stuff's called Banshee now, right?
Maybe it's all Banshee, but their prototype, I took
the 45.
I took the first kill. I shot a rattlesnake with it.
Oh, nice.
One day when you come down here, I'll take you to the exact spot because it's a spot we usually walk on this train track. I can send you guys a photo, but the CMMG guns, I understand they're not like the stupidest, most expensive, but I'll say this. When they left, I bought a Mutant, and I have never cleaned that thing. I have ran that thing into the fucking ground, and I have never had a 10.5-inch barrel, I think. Like, had very good accuracy. So,
I was shooting the Mutant when it first came out. I had a lot of problems with mine initially, but they fixed it because mine wouldn't feed right. But they changed a few things on the gun and then upgraded mine. So
they're not perfect, but who is?
Yeah, but it runs flawless now. But I was hitting the 300-yard steel. I mean, it's a coyote size steel with 7.62 by 39.
Yeah,
at 300 yards. Yeah, with a red dot.
To me,
I'm okay with that,
dude. We have to remember, the internet is full of fucking liars. So,
I
feel like we always compare, like, this guy shot that. I don't think he really did. If you hit 300 yards with any gun with a red dot, I'm impressed.
I mean, with an AR, it's not too hard either. If you zero it right.
Depends on the barrel, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, as long as it's like
my 10.5 Sons of Liberty barrel, I have personally shot pigs at 350, 400.
Wow.
With a thermal. Now,
wow.
They're not just dirt rolling and dying. They're going to run off and then die later.
yeah.
It's not my problem as long as they run far enough. I don't have to pick them up later. But I mean, at the same time, my Savage 22-250 bolt gun that was probably $250.
Yeah,
dude, you could. I wish my grandpa was still alive to tell y'all. My grandpa, my dad/stepdad, and our hunting guy Doc were in the truck with us, and I shot a coyote at 350 on the run. Swear to God on my kids.
Gotta call again.
$200. Go ahead. We'll figure some shit out. So here's the problem, guys. I'm not complaining on the ones that shoot paper. I think it's great to practice. But if you're not really shooting at moving targets, I really don't want to hear the opinion. And I mean that with all due respect. I do not mean for that to be like shitty. But if you're looking at nothing more than online ballistics and comparing that to other online ballistics on how it's going to kill something, I don't want to hear it. I have taken I've shot hogs, like 160, 180 pound pigs. Just say a normal guy, right? I've shot a 160, 180 pound pig with the 5.56 A1, the tungsten tip stuff. Guess what it does? It passes right the fuck through that pig and it kills them the same way as a 55 grain. Now, the pigs are not wearing armor, but with that A1, I can shoot straight through that steel plate on their shoulder. But guess what? I can do the same fucking thing with 62 grain steel core. So the kind of point is there's a lot of talk, and I think a lot of you take things to heart on things that are brought up on YouTube. Like, you done? You good? I don't think he's done. All right. But anyway, I think you guys take a lot of things that load development and data you see on YouTube when they're shooting fucking steel targets. I'm not an expert. I just know that if I take my 7.62 by 3.9 out with 124 grain soft point, sure, it hits a little harder, but it kills the same amount of animals, pigs, like big West Texas pigs. My 55 grain, 5.56, I killed just as many pigs. I might have to put 2 in them, but they're going to die regardless. So I don't know. Jacob, I mean, you can go. We were going to go this weekend, actually, but it was so fucking cold. Thank God, my friend Kurt looked at the forecast and was like, dude, we can't go. We were going to go cut firewood, which is ironic because we have mesquite down here, but it's just part of the experience to go up there. When we looked, it was going to be 6 degrees. Now it's going to be -7 or 9 or whatever I said earlier, which is just ridiculous. So, Vince, silhouette targets. I appreciate everybody going out and practicing. I think it's wonderful. I think it's good that everybody goes out and does their thing and practices and all that. But if you guys want to see some shit, and if any of you are in Texas where we can kind of schedule things out, we can go shoot pigs. Again, it's not like what you see on YouTube. Most of the videos you see on YouTube are hunting on feeders. We don't hunt feeders. We hunt them on fields, which means we walk into 30 to 50 yards away. Your first shot, of course, you're going to hit. No problem. your next 3, 4, 5 shots, you're expected to drop pigs at that, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300 yard range. So you should have seen the roads when I drove home, Jacob. I'll send you I'll get your number from V or whatever. I'll send y'all videos when I came home the other day. So for those of you who don't realize, I work in West Texas. I live in South Texas. So I drove home early the other day. Early meaning like Thursday, about lunchtime I drove. And I thought I should be good. No problem. I was way fucking wrong. My 4.5, 5 hour trip turned into 7, almost 6.5, 7 hours. And there were some of the hill country roads that were just sheets, like solid ice. And this was 2 days ago now. So I can't imagine what they're like now. I mean, it's last I saw, we had a standstill, a wreck. I don't exactly know what it was, but we had a bunch of people on a highway that we usually take to go to West Texas that I avoided my last trip. I took the back roads, but apparently there were people stranded there for 8, 10, 12, 14 hours, and they were starting to run out of fuel. So I don't know what they're going to do. Not really my feel bad, but I can't go fuel up every tank out on that area. So
I'm back. You hear me?
Yeah. How's everything with the?
Holy shit! I mean, it's going wild here. Hold on. Let me connect back.
No, we can hear you.
Well, not through this, right? You hear me from probably the mic on this thing.
Well, it sounds way better than the mic on this thing usually.
Okay, so tenant called fire from where? Guess where?
No,
it's in the bathroom. Guess where?
No,
guess where the bath?
Not the new shop.
No. A tenant called. There was a fire.
Oh,
it came from the bathroom, but what in the bathroom caused the fire?
Hair dryer in the sink.
Ceiling fan. The intake fan where.
Oh fuck! That was my first guess, but I thought it would have been sketchier than that.
I'm like, I've never heard of that fire before. But anyway, she had a fire extinguisher, put it out. Everything's good. Yeah.
For me, if I was a landlord and somebody actually had a fire extinguisher to put that out, I'd be like, you know what? You did good. Like,
yeah.
But it's probably, now I know they won't be able to see it, but it was probably caked in like dust and like.
No, they said it's electrical.
No, I just mean.
Oh.
The fan itself was probably caked in dust from just running.
Man, I don't know, but
people don't usually pop those caps off and clean those things.
Anyway, I'm gonna have to get an electrician over there Monday to get that fan back.
Good thing she doesn't need that to stay warm.
No, all the heat still works. Everything still works. It's just that.
Yeah, that's wired on a separate circuit. Dude, did you know? I looked into these. You're not going to want to put these in those places, but there's those electric fans that you can pop out and put in one with LEDs and a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, really?
Fuck yeah, you can jam out.
That's cool.
What night? Wait.
What a night. Hope nothing else comes up. Dude,
now somebody's going to die. Way to go, Jacob.
Dude, okay. So I had another incident. This was 3 days ago. Got a call from the police. They're like, hey, we had an incident in this apartment complex. Like, what happened? It was in a nice area too. This lady got robbed at knife point in the parking lot. And they took her car too. And her house keys was in there.
Oh.
Change her locks and everything.
Oh.
That's insane, man. This week's been insane. And the cold and everything. A lot of broken pipes.
Poor lady. I mean, you got to realize it's like, not only is it just a rather kind of medium-sized city.
Yeah.
So naturally it's going to have its shit, but you've got a lot of oil-filled guys out of work.
Yeah.
Picking up, but slowly. Now you got it becoming cold. So it's like, God, knock on wood, we've been pretty lucky. People don't usually try to rob me. Like, so
Hopefully
far.
they never do. Yeah.
It could happen.
Josh, I don't know how many. I never counted. And we sell, we buy, sell, buy, sell, buy.
Yeah.
So I don't even know.
Josh, that's not a question you ask on here. Don't confront him with that.
Not on the internet, man.
It's like asking how many guns he has. 2. We don't know. Nobody cares. I don't know how many I have. I don't keep count, and that's a legitimate answer.
I don't count either.
Yeah, if you keep count, then you're kind of admitting that you have a problem.
I should keep count, but I'm not going to release it if I do.
Hey, Josh, how many alcoholic beverages do I have each day? If you count, it's rude. It's disrespectful. All right.
Anyway, what were you talking about?
Just nonsense, honestly.
Okay.
It wasn't anything worthwhile. It was just kind of to fill the void of the
of me collecting phone calls.
Yeah, just killing pigs with different calibers and saying that I've shot stuff with 5.56 and I've shot stuff.
So 7.62 by 39 is probably the best, right?
7.62 by 39 is the 154 grain soft point is the cheapest, most effective. When that's scarce, I shoot them with 55 grain and they die just the same. Like, it's not sure the 154 grain hits a lot harder, but it's not like one just drops them dead in its tracks and the other one just lets them run away.
I bet you a 50 BMG will drop them in their track.
Now, if you're going to go up to $2-3 a round, yes. A 338 Lapua, 50 BMG, those sort of calibers will a 416. Yes, those will probably make them just not ever even consider living again. But Vince, I promise you, the 6.8. I've shot. I didn't own a 6.8. But a 6.8 and a 6.5 Grindle, they will drop pigs and they will drop them hard. But it's comparable to the 7.62 by 3.9, which is 1/4 the price usually because I can get 154 grain in steel. So when you're busting pigs, people don't realize, like, I'm not going out and shooting an elk. If you told me I needed one bullet to kill an elk, I'd spend $20 on that one round. Like, this is it. This is the one round.
But you're like just popping him left
we're
and right?
Fucking dusting pigs. The first shot is like you're aiming,
and then they scatter, right?
Yeah, you're gonna hit it right here. The next 3 are just like click, click, click. You're just fucking making it rain, and there's 4 people doing it with you, so it's fun. But I haven't gone in a while, mainly because I don't have anybody to go with. I don't really. I mean, where our place is kind of far out, and we just
it's like a big deal to go out and do it, right?
Yeah,
it's
it's a liability too. Like, I don't just take random people. Man, I could not tell you the exact distance. I've never. God, I'm gonna insult.
So the question was longest shot on a pig, right?
Yeah, longest shot on a pig. I'm gonna insult a lot of people on this. The guys you see with rangefinders and all that are not fucking hunting. They're just not. They're doing it for YouTube and show. The longest spot that we've killed a pig that we've walked back and lasered it, 410, 420, that's 25, somewhere in there. Now remember, we're running short barreled rifles with thermals. This isn't daytime shots. Now I've shot pigs with my 270 at 500-600 yards, but that was during the day. It doesn't count. So your first shot on the pig is going to be, I zero my thermals at 75 yards. So your first shot's going to be 50 to 75 at least. If the wind's in your direction and it's heavy, you can walk up and slap a pig on the ass if you're quiet enough and the wind is there. After that, they are fast animals. So they get 100, 150 yards within the first few seconds. They're quick.
Wow. Sounds like a fun target practice.
Yes, Dylan. It's the new one. They gave me this in a cup.
Oh, so the CMMG. We were talking about CMMG.
Yeah, The Banshee.
So here it is, 9mm. I put this on today, and I put an extra weight on the back of the bull carrier group because I bought the I guess the enhancement thing for the bull carrier group for shooting suppressed.
Yeah.
So it weighs down the bull carrier group a little bit. It's like a low weight. There's a hole in the back of the bull carrier group for a pin. You just pin it through, and
just slows it down.
Yeah, it slows it down. There's they have 3 different weights. The biggest one and the heaviest one obviously is for shooting suppressed and plus P ammo. But I'm not gonna shoot suppressed and plus P. I'm just gonna shoot ball.
Yeah. We're gonna answer some of these. First off, Rob. Guys, if y'all want to come hunt down here, call me. It's just not as easy as saying, "Oh, call me and we'll do it." Josh, we have shot, I think, our best night 54 pigs. 9 times out of 10, we leave them wherever they die. We leave. There's no bag limit. They're a nuisance. That's all.
This is an Omega 9K.
Okay, so yeah. So okay, let me ask you this: what can should I buy in 10mm? Because pistol cans is not my forte. I do not run pistol cans. If I'm running,
you have to buy something in 45. Right. What is 45 can?
Rephrase? What is a 10mm comparable can that I could buy? What's a good can in 45 that takes tri-lug?
Oh, tri-lug. Probably. I think they have a Omega in 45. I think this is a good can.
Yep, I think you're right.
This is the only silencer co can that I would be. Well, I guess the other one is the Salvo because they're the only game in town for a can for a shotgun. But anything else, this is the only silencer co can I like.
I need to order one. I need to get one. My 10mm is just, I don't want to shoot it. I know that sounds weird, but I've grown so accustomed to shooting suppressed rifles. I want to put a thermal on that piece of shit, and I want to shoot a pig with it.
Yeah, a dead air ghost will work.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I can run a dead air.
Josh, he wants to suppress a 10mm because it's his MP5.
I have an MP5 that was converted to 10mm, and I'm not going to go try to figure out how to convert it to 45 because that's insulting. Have you not seen it? Like,
you need to show them.
Go watch another video. I mean, I have it right there, but it's kind of a walk. Hang on. I have a Pelican case right here that I have to climb over every time, but
yeah, but I can't wait to shoot this tomorrow to see what it feels like. It feels really good, unsuppressed. The delay blowback on this actually helps a lot in the recoil. The only thing I didn't like about PCCs in general is the recoil. For something so small, the 9mm,
yeah.
Why am I getting hard recoil? I can handle it no problem with my handgun, but why is it worse on a rifle than on a handgun? And that's why I hate it about PCCs. But with a delayed blowback that CMMG came up with, it seems to be a lot better.
Dude, their shit is solid. And now it's, why is it so fucking expensive to pull that trigger, right? Like that's right. So this is the 10mm.
That's awesome.
I think everybody else has seen it, but anyway. So that's why I just want a can for that. That's all.
Yeah. The Dakota Tactical Raffle. I mean, it's looking good. 80-something left.
Yeah, I mean it's going, dude. Christian, I mean, you guys, again, we've talked about this before. You guys have to realize, Review the Pew did not do this for profit. We're housing the items. That's it. That's all we're doing. We didn't mark it up. We didn't do anything. We're just trying to expand for them to get it closed. So, I mean, to be honest, those are 2 serial number 1 items. It's going to be one of those things where right now people are going like, oh, I don't want to participate. It's $100. And then in 6 weeks when it's closed and those show up on Gunbroker.
I want to get on that.
Do what?
I want to get in on that.
That's it. People are going to go, oh my God, those went for $50,000. Oh my God, I had the opportunity to, and they didn't. So
yeah,
it's whatever. The one thing we do have, hold on, Christian, goddamn, you asked a lot of questions. Just kidding. HK Ralph did the 10 millimeter conversions. The other thing we have is the Will Larson benefit is still up. We extended it through tonight. We will be. I had a bunch of guys message me saying they get paid on the 15th. Can we extend it? So I extended it for another week. It ends tomorrow. At some point tomorrow, I'm going to shut that down. So
nice.
Just for you.
It's only $10, right?
I don't remember. 10 or 20.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
not expensive. And the bottom line is you not only get a rifle that's really, really well put together.
Right.
If you spend $200 or more, Mike Mahalski with Sons of Liberty has said that you get a free ticket into any armorer's course. It doesn't matter where it is in the nation. Doesn't matter what it is. You let us know that you put $200 for the Larson event, and you get a free entrance to their armorer's course, which that in itself is worth. And all the money goes to the Larson. So
that course is worth more than $200.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, that's so generous of Mike.
In 6 weeks, they'll be in my possession. I sure as fuck hope it doesn't take that long.
Dude.
All right, well, we're at an hour and a half. We've got two options. One, I go pee again and we keep talking.
Okay.
2, I go pee again and we sign off. It's your choice.
I don't know. What else? Do we have anything else to talk about?
I don't know. I'll give the comment people about 30 seconds to respond to this and tell us what they want to do. If y'all want to keep going, we still got 20 fucking people watching. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I've got other dumb shit I can bring over here. I mean,
I just have knives. I mean,
I do want to see your knives because
Microtech.
Dude, I have messaged. If anybody knows a Microtech fucking manufacturer employee, they won't even respond to me.
Why?
I don't know. I want to be a dealer.
Oh.
In for dumb shit. I'm going.
Okay. Josh, the PO7 is great. Actually, yeah, I have it with me. Weird that you asked that. So I just signed up for Stip Grips to stipple this because when I shoot it, it kind of slips in my hands a little bit. So I need something of a more aggressive texture on this so that it doesn't slip. But it's, this Cajunized CZPO7 is pretty damn awesome. The trigger weight is, I think, probably 4 pounds on double action, which is incredible. It's smooth. And the single action, I think it's under 2 pounds. I mean, light pressure. Yeah, it's great. I like it a lot. Yeah, Paul, I got with, I think it's Josh, right? That I gave him all the measurements for this holster, for a holster to be made for this. So I can't wait to try it out. But yeah, I got to send this frame out Monday to get it stippled. And once I get it back, then hopefully the holster will be done too. And we can get that all tested up. But yeah, this is way too slippery for me. And when I was shooting, it would like move a little in my hand, and I don't like that. I want it stuck to my hand.
Fair enough. So overall,
oh, the guest that we mentioned on Thursday, right? Yeah, what happened to the thoughts?
The what?
The thoughts that we were gonna have.
Refresh.
The ladies.
Oh, okay. Thoughts pronounced. Well, I've got to ask my wife that because she is the thought commander. But I don't know, dude. I haven't heard anything else. The messages, you actually see the messages before I do. So
she said 2 last minute. They need a little bit of notice. Well, it's also Valentine's Day, like evening.
I would imagine that they don't really have any significant fucking other. But okay.
Well, you never know.
Sure, that's fair. They could. So I'm trying to find,
or they might be on their OnlyFans, making money instead of talking to us.
Okay, but at the same time, we could have live streamed their OnlyFans. Hear me out, right?
to get them 20 extra viewers.
Hey, 20 extra viewers with money. That's. I forgot to post a product to review the Pew, and now it's really late on the East Coast, but it's really early on the West Coast. What do we do?
What product is it?
Oh, we'll have a FDE mod light and the Tango 6, the extra one. It's kind of hard. Or do I just...
Well, people are probably still up because it's Valentine's Day, so I would send it out.
You think, wait, people are going to spend a lot because it's Valentine's Day?
Oh, they're still up because it's Valentine's Day.
Oh, still up. Okay. Well, that's a fair... What would you call that color? It doesn't...
Coyote, Desert Dirt.
I think that's the right one, but that's all right. We'll just send this out.
So one thing about the Striders I don't like is how hard it is to open, man. And I've opened it up. I've taken it apart and oiled it and tried to work it a little bit to make it easier to open. It's still kind of I can't open it. I can't.
So is it one of those knives that you can open, like when you whip it out of your pocket, it has a little lever to catch to open, or no?
There's no flipper here, and there's no flipper or a catch. So you kind of have to either thumb open it, like that. It's tough, man.
See, I wish I had that much experience in knives, but I mean, I have decent knives.
Striders for the price, they're stout knives, but man, I wish they were made a little bit better as far as their action. Maybe I just need to work it and use it a little more for the action to lighten up and smooth out. But right now, this is relatively new. I'm kind of not impressed, even though it's stout.
So you guys all look at like the metal products and what it's made from and this and this and that, but what stays sharper longer? Because I feel like my knife, and I don't do a lot. I open boxes, I cut rope, and maybe I'll skin an animal or two, but it seems like my or how do you say it? The Reat or whatever.
Yeah.
It's dull and chipped, and I've never tried to cut metal with it. But
I wonder what metal you have, but like, so I there's like a graph of or some type of list of metals. Some are, if you want something that stays sharp long and you don't have to sharpen very often, it's not as corrosion resistant.
Okay.
So it might start rusting.
Well,
like M4 metal apparently is really good. A lot of people like it, but then you always have to put a light coat oil over it.
Yeah, mine's not rusted. The metal
is S90 steel apparently is super good. I haven't tested it enough to know the difference. But apparently it's super good S90 steel, and it keeps its edge strong too. But shoot, man, I cut boxes, man. I cut tapes on boxes. I'm not hard on knives.
I think that's what I use it for mainly. Every now and again, I'll cut like I said, a rope, or if I have to like cut through the tendon of an animal just to string it up to get it on, stuff like that. But I don't do a whole lot.
No, D2 knives. The steel's like cheap, but it's awesome metal apparently. For daily tasks, works just fine. S30V, yeah, that's a good. I think whatever the S30, S90, those are all pretty damn good.
Yeah, but see, y'all are speaking gibberish right now because
it's hard, and this was all very hard for me in the beginning, and then I just see it more and more and listen to reviewers more and more.
Right.
And it's not too bad. Microtech is okay. I mean, for a out the front knife, it's pretty good. Sometimes people say there's a little bit of a wiggle there, and I guess just the way an OTF works, the wiggle's always going to be there. But then I did see a $15,000 Microtech custom.
Yeah.
It's called the Dragon Slayer or something. It didn't have any wiggle.
There's no wiggle.
But the thing is, it's $15,000.
Yeah, but you have to remember it's the same way we look at, I don't know, take anything really, right? Like Microtech has its tiers.
They do.
General market,
tiers.
Custom market. Like, I mean, and I understand that. I don't know. Microtech doesn't like to respond.
Baseline Microtech like this Combat Churodon.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I mean, shoot, man, it fires out quick, and it's a big knife, cuts well. I think this is 204P. I don't know this metal, but seems pretty good to me.
Yeah, dude, I wish I knew metals better. And we do with high heat, drilling metals and stuff like that, but I do not know all the things.
Like apparently some metals are a lot harder to sharpen. It's a pain in the ass to sharpen.
Right.
And again, I don't sharpen. I need to buy a sharpener, but I don't sharpen because I have 5 knives in front of me. If one's dull, I'll just pick up another one.
So 2 things are about to happen. I'm going to send this text, and it's either going to piss off people on the East Coast because it's 11:50. But You know what I say? If you're in bed on the East Coast and you don't already have us muted, that's your fucking fault. And done sent.
So Dylan, I have an Infidel. I generally don't like the Infidel that much. It's just kind of bulky and kind of clunky to me in my hand.
But remember,
a lot more slimline.
But remember, the Infidel's purpose when it first came out was that I could push that into you, flip that switch, and it would extend into you.
Really?
The new ones, if it hits something, it stops.
Yeah, like this stops.
Yes. The old ones, I could push it into your stomach with no blade, flip the switch, and it would go inside. Like,
that's really dangerous and effective.
Yes, that's the old ones. They don't make them like that anymore. But that's how the Infidel became famous. Was the first little while that they released those to the military, they would straight up fucking stab you if you did it.
Wow.
It seems like once the name picked up, they stopped doing that. So,
yeah. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Infidel. I have one. Never carried it because I didn't like it. Once I had it in my hand, I bought it used. So once I had it in my hand, I was like, not impressed. Too bulky.
It really is. It's a big dude's knife, and it's double edged, which a lot of people can't carry those. Like,
right.
You can't.
Right. Some knives double edge is fine, but I didn't like it.
Well, most of the time, if I'm using my knife, especially to skin something, I'm doing this.
Right.
So,
like you want to do this, right?
Yes, and double-edged blade does not work out well for that.
Right.
Well,
when I'm cutting Amazon boxes, I'm like this. No big deal.
I've seen the Microtech suppressor. They've been around for a long time.
Actually, I haven't seen one.
They just recently went viral-ish in our community. Like, they've been around for a minute. They're not new. I don't have any testing with them, though. I've never tried them.
I don't see anyone carrying them. That's probably why I never really looked.
And there's probably a reason for that.
Yeah.
How fast? 4154. See, Ross, you're going into a discussion that I don't know.
We need like a knife expert.
I just want to
steals. Or I can just print out a graph and we can just get that squared away.
Yeah, but we don't have the experience to really talk about that graph. I feel like we could probably bullshit our way through it, but I just want somebody that is like, oh yeah, well the 152 is way better because you could saw through bone or whatever.
Yeah.
But, all right. Well, it's been an hour and
for that.
45.
Yeah. When are we gonna come back?
Hey, you know what? To be honest with you, if you want to, we could do a special deal and do it the first part of next week too, because as of right now, I cannot make it to work. Like,
okay,
physically, I can't drive back. So if you want to do like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're not going to be above freezing until Thursday, Friday.
Whatever you want to do. I mean, we can get some guests lined up. Or I don't know. anything really.
Yeah, maybe my wife could get some thoughts.
You know what? I have the thought vaccine shirt from a T-shirt from Grantham.
You have to.
I'll wear that during the interviews.
So while we're on, if you guys want to take about 2 minutes, real quick, if you had a gun girl on right now, what would be some questions that you would ask? We'll give you 2 minutes. We're signing off after that.
This needs to be kind of a legitimate interview. We can't be like attacking her.
No, I don't mean douchebag ones. Like,
okay,
give us a list of questions. Like, what got you into guns? The stupid ones that are going to be like, do you have a boyfriend? How does your husband feel? We'll get through all that. But just like legitimate questions. Have you shot this? Have you shot that? What is this? You know,
I guess what's your favorite gun? What's your favorite pistol? You know.
So Vince, all of them actually shoot. I will say that all of them are not the. I don't want to insult anybody. They're not the big names. They're decent sized names that legitimately shoot. The problem is our automatic focus goes to the fact that they're female, and I don't think that's fair. I think most of them legitimately shoot. Sure, they do a little more, but they also attract a lot more attention. So in turn, that's better for us, right? So
yeah, we'll probably have to ask them like what got them into shooting, what just basic questions just to get to know them, right?
Okay, Jamie, you're not allowed to ask questions anymore because if they like Andersons, we will take care of that. We don't. But anyway, if you guys want, the comments will show up after this video is over. We'll give you guys a couple minutes to just think of good ones. It doesn't matter what they are, who they are. Just remember, we're having guests on this week, maybe.
If we can, yeah.
If we can, yeah. We'll see.
Favorite shooting outfit, okay.
Yeah, and what I want to do with this is I want Lee, Ty, and them to compare shooting outfits.
I should get a shooting
hilarious. It's fair.
I guess, yeah, how they carry, huh?
That's really good. And again, Lee Ty can stand up with the Enigma.
I'll be like, I carry like this in my Speedo.
So yeah, you know, Josh, that's a perfect example, Josh. Like just stuff that is legitimate. Sure, it can be funny. We're not saying like we're going to be prudes. We're going to be ourselves, but just yeah, dude.
We want to have future guests.
Yeah, we don't want to just ruin. We don't want to make them feel like they're never welcome again. Like
yeah.
So, all right, guys, it's been an hour and 48, rounding up. We did good.
Next time. Maybe earlier this coming week.
Yeah.
So you guys subscribe, check us out on Spotify and podcast too.
Yeah, we need to
download. Your downloads help us a lot, and maybe a review here or there.
Yeah, download and review. We're on all the stuff. So if you want to see Lee Ty naked again, there's only one way to do it.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I said again. Goodbye.
I am not giving that away for free. OnlyFans. See you guys.